Aww. That's so cute. I got pictures of these baby turtlets yesterday. They were like 6 inches tall. They were so little. Really fresh. Venison.
What's that?
Venison.
Oh yeah.
It's a mad deer disease. What is that called? That is.
Just caught pictures of all the little newborn deer.
Yeah. Venison.
Well, I don't think of it that terms. I think of the guy in the backyard with the little girl, the little kid petting him. You're a killer.
I've never killed a deer in my life.
I know, but you would if you could.
I've eaten them.
Borrow my gun.
Anyway, hey everybody, it's Pops, Asa Eric, back on the Camaro. Pops is going to go to work on the hood today. We were just going over this, so this was sprayed in 2K. It feels pretty smooth. Don't really think there's much to be done here. Pops is going to just attack it straight with the gray Scotch Brite and 600 wet, and maybe it's done. If we run into any issues, we'll back down to 400 red Scotch Brite, whatever. So he's going to work on that today, and then I'm going to be working on electrical. I was telling Pops all the mistakes I made in here. So first mistake, I didn't put the Dynamat on here before I put the AC unit in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it up in there with the AC unit in, so I may have to take it out. Second thing, I needed to drill a hole through this side panel to get the auxiliary wires and stuff through there. I forgot to do that. And now, of course, it's all full of hoses and wires, so I got to be super careful. And number three, I was supposed to put the trim panel in here before all these hoses and stuff went in, because they're supposed to go through the trim panel, and I forgot. So I'm going to just notch the back of the trim panel and just slide it in. That's probably a better answer anyway, so you can take it in and out. Otherwise, you'd never be able to take that thing out once all this went together. So I got to do that stuff, and then I'm going to run the power and ground lines as much as I can here. Basically, we're just getting ready to put the doors and the fenders back on. So again, just get everything wrapped up here so that we don't have to be trying to access stuff in here once it's all put together. So I'll be busy. Yeah.
Maybe you should list the things you did correct over there. It'd be a lot shorter.
I don't think I did. All right. So here we go. I got the door kit, I guess. 12 square feet of this stuff, I think. So notched it out for the little hole up in there. Go ahead and lay this up in here, and then where's the roller? Find the roller in a minute. Like so. And then this guy is actually the boom mat roller. I think I ordered this off Summit. I don't remember. Just take that, press it down. I should have done the before and after sound test on this. Oh well. We'll do it on the kick panels or something. Well, that's it. Just go around, fill in all these little holes everywhere. All right, there you go. I'll carry this up over here. All right, we got that wrapped up under there. Drilled a hole right there to run the stuff through. And then on this side, we ran a ground wire here. I stripped the paint off there, you can see. So this guy goes here on the ground terminal. And then I just made a ground wire to go to the block. And there's also a ground wire on this harness here I have to find to go back on the block there. So we're in this ground wire here. All right, there we go. And we checked the resistance from all the way in the back of the car, the negative cable to the chassis back there, and it was like 0 ohms pretty much, so that's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna run the power line to the starter now. All right, so first mistake for today. This guy came with the painless kit for the alternator, or starter to battery, whatever that thing. I had to drill the holes in the firewall, And I drew them wrong. I did these two corners first. That is wrong, and they don't look like they're in the right place either. So hopefully this fits now. All right, well, I finally got that thing in there, but unfortunately it's not level. That sucks. But, you know, not much I can do about it. I'm probably gonna try and cover that up with the main wiring harness so you won't be able to see it. All right, I haven't been doing a lot of filming here, but we got this guy cut and connected. This one, this goes down to the starter. We got the hot lead from here going down to the starter. It's not connected yet. This is the starter wire on the painless, so I'm going to put a connector on that right now. Wire sizes. This is a number 2 from the battery post to the starter. It's a number 4 gauge going up to the alternator circuit. And then the wires inside here going back are 1/0, so this is like 14-15 feet of run there, so I wanted a little extra juice on that. Anyway, and then this guy, I don't know what that is, 18 gauge maybe. Find an appropriate connector for that. All right, I wrapped this guy in power braid, bundled the starter wire and the alternator wire on there, and then wrapped it with some heat insulation stuff. I'll do the same thing on this guy from about there down. Okay, try and get everybody's opinion of this. This is gonna work, you think? I can get my hand in between here where the wires are and the exhaust manifolds. Fold. I don't know if you think that's okay. I think everything looks good up in there. I can't even see myself here. Yeah, camera closed on me. Anyway, let me know what you think, if that all looks good up in there. Moving on. All right, we're gonna wrap it up for today. Show you what we got done. So we got the power line on here, down to the starter as you saw. I need some way to try and keep this away. The manifold's there, so I need some kind of clamp or something I can put on the block there and pull it that way. We'll figure something out. What else? This line here is the power feed for this guy. And this wire here running back through, this is going to be power to a junction. Let me get it, hold on. Power to this guy here, little junction block with fuses and stuff in it. So that's got a 8 gauge wire on it. What else? And then the vintage air harness. I've got to get this through the firewall. And this one, this is for the compressor to turn on and off. And that's it. And then all this wiring here is done. And then, you know, we still have all the other wiring to do, but the thing we're trying to get done here is all the wiring that's going to be buried under the fenders and stuff, that you're not going to be able to see. So that does it there. Pop's finished sanding this guy. So this is all done in 600 and 8 gray Scotch-Brite. So I'm going to come back out tomorrow and paint this, clean it all up, blow the garage out, everything, and paint this. It's late. It's like 4 o'clock. It's 80 degrees in the garage, so it's pretty warm in here. And I'm beat. So I'm done. I didn't have the right power braid for this. I need some 3/8 inch or something like that. I have 1/4 and 1/2. I need something in between. That's the 1/4 inch is not quite big enough to cover the 8 gauge and the other wires that are in there, so I need the next size up. So I'll get that ordered and we'll do that next weekend. And that's it. So I'm not going to film this stuff tomorrow. You guys have seen me paint a bunch of times here, so you'll see this next weekend in paint. And hopefully next weekend the doors and the hood and the fenders and everything go back on the car. Fingers crossed. We'll see. All right, thanks everybody. Anybody that has any ideas, thoughts on this wiring and stuff here, please let me know. Ways I can improve this and make this better would be appreciated. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.